welcome to Dating and Development. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, now you know. A very warm welcome to you all. I hope we're all keeping well, and least not to mention, I hope today is the day where I earn your subscription. So please, if you have not already, hit that red subscribe button down below. It really helps the channel a lot. And also share if you think any of my videos on the channel are helpful in any way. Share them. Get the word out there. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. Now, today's topic, dating. Wowzers, I know. But the double standards in dating, especially when it comes to Tinder. Now, a woman states her standards on Tinder. What is it like? Oh, guy must be 6 foot tall. He must do this, he must do that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But when she states her standards, it's stunning and brave. Hashtag you go girl, hashtag womanist, and hashtag live, laugh, love. Now, a man states his standards on Tinder. What a pig. He must accept girls for who they are and not what they look like, blah, 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 blah. Now, where's the fairness in that? There isn't any fairness. There isn't any fairness. But the thing is, men are allowed to have standards too. And I don't understand why so many people lose their goddamn minds. If a man has standards, that's allowed. That's allowed. And a woman will have a laundry list of requirements on Tinder, and she's praised for it. A man has a laundry list of requirements, or has some requirements or standards. Oh no, that's a bold move, son. Bold boy. Time for the slammer for you. He has his ass slapped by Fabio Gonzalez when he drops the soap. So I have this article here from internewscast.com. Gotta hit record. Now, let's groovy. Let's groove, boy. Irish man's Tinder profile is brutally mocked after he says he won't date woman over 10 stone. Okay, what's wrong with that? Women don't want to date guys who are below a certain height. Or, there's been plenty of times, even from my experience, because me being bald, that women have blown me off because I'm bald. I don't have a head full of salon quality hair. I don't. And I can rock the bald look, yeah, don't get me wrong. But they won't give you the time of day purely because you're bald. And do you think that's fair? No. And do you see me crying and, getting into an absolute tirade about it because a woman rejected me? No. Because men are rejected a lot more than women are. And men were used to rejection. Women can't really handle rejection that well. I can speak from first-hand experience because I'm not a woman. Carrying on. A single man looking for love who requires his next girlfriend to be under 10 stone. Nothing wrong with that. Women love muscular guys. Nothing wrong with the girl being under 10 stone. Like, yeah, guys don't have to date fat girls. They don't. It's the exact same for women. Women don't have to date fat guys. No one's asking you to, but I don't know why men are shamed for not wanting to. There's nothing wrong with it. If a guy keeps himself fairly healthy, goes to the gym 6 days a week, do you expect him to be with someone who is overweight? No, because it does not fit in with his values and principles and beliefs. If he is one for healthy eating, for working out, for looking after himself, obviously he's going to want someone who does the exact same and not someone who pigs out constantly. That's not what we're looking. That's not what he's looking for. Not a sausage. He doesn't want that. It's the same if a woman keeps in shape and she wants her guy to be, fit enough, she's not going to go for some fat slob unless that guy is really well off, can provide security and or has tight game. But the security aspect of it, yeah, maybe she'll go for him. But obviously she'll get with the guy who gets her off more or less. Yes, oversimplified maybe, but that's the general gist of it. The 32-year-old man, known only as Stephen with a PH and believed to be from Ireland, took to Tinder to reveal his very particular type, which also asked women to have no debt, no bath bombs, and for her phone to be on contract with unlimited data. Okay, unlimited data, crazy. Bath bombs, I don't understand, but have no debt, yeah, that's perfectly fair. He doesn't want to be paying for someone's debt. If he wants to get into a relationship, he doesn't want to have that burden of a woman being in debt on him. He doesn't. because he doesn't want to be one to pay up. And what people can say, oh, but dating in development, a woman can pay the debt off herself. Yeah, she perfectly can. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is that he doesn't want to have that expectation of helping her to pay the burden, because women are starting to have that expectation these days. If a guy has money and that, great, he can pay for this stuff. But you see, women and men, you have to have the responsibility and the accountability for it. You do. If you're in debt, pay for it yourself. Find a job. Have that accountability. Just do it. Like, there's nothing wrong with a bit of hard work. His profile was spotted by TikTok user Clara Malapple, who regularly racks up hundreds of thousands of hits for her analysis of bizarre Tinder profiles. And here we have the profiles here, so we'll go into them in a second. A single man looking for love who requires his next girlfriend to be under 10 stone, not a single mother. I can see that as well. He doesn't want to raise another person's child. Yeah, and that could potentially be a red flag as well, of being a single mother. Now, it depends on the context, but if you're going to have a guy who's going to hit it and quit it, run away and leave her to raise a single mother, first of all, what does that say about her taste in men? And second of all, if you're going to be raising another woman's child, that's going to put you in competition with the child, not for time and attention, yeah, but you spending your resources as well. That is not your child. And the worst thing is that if you form an emotional connection to the child and start to see it as one of your own, and that woman breaks it off on you, then that's kind of adding to the state of sadness, isn't it? That sense of loss. Yeah, okay, you're losing a girl you liked, but also you formed an attachment to the child and saw it as nearly as one of your own. You're losing that aspect as well of it. So that's why I kind of advocate not to go for it. Carrying on, and have no mental health or gender. I think what no mental health means having no mental health problems. I can see that. We want to be with people who are sane. Yes, people do have baggage, don't get me wrong, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's up to that person to help themselves. You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. They have to help themselves. It's not your job to. What you really should be vetting for when it comes to ladies is that they actually have a healthy mindset, that they have good relationships with people, that they're not one to just run away from the sign of trouble, those kind of red flags. Or gender, like, yeah, each to their own, really. But then again, why do people pander to all these different types of genders? I don't get it. Maybe that's just me being a very traditional mindset, only seeing that males and females. Other than that, like, I don't get the whole concept of pansexual or demi boy girl. I don't get that. I genuinely don't get that. But look, maybe it's people looking for some sort of identity with themselves. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it. And he's been brutally mocked for his audacious list of requirements for a potential suitor. Yeah, but women are the exact same. Women have loads of requirements for a man. So what's wrong with the man doing the same thing? It's because women don't like being played at their own game. That's why. His profile was spotted by TikTok user Clara Malapple, who regularly racks up hundreds of thousands of... in this clip has been viewed more than a million times Clara from Miami reads out his profile, who many have since dubbed audacious and deluded. But many of these women are deluded. Many of the chicks can be quite deluded when it comes to wanting a man. So what gives? He's allowed to have standards too. Get over it and stop complaining about it. It's easy as. Right. His list adds that his next girlfriend doesn't rely on the Department of Health and Social, which is known as the Department of Work and Pensions. Yeah. Doesn't want to, yeah, that's perfectly fine. He wants a girl who can fend for herself. He doesn't want to be relying on a girl who's making €210 a week from the Department of Pensions. Not at all. If he can work for himself, then he's got to work for himself and not rely on him to be financially secure. And that's all well and good as well. Also on Stephen's profile is the insistence of no home care and no skinny coffees, while he also insists pan sexuals and anyone who promotes motivational quotes online need not apply to go on a date with him. Yeah, I can see that. I see a lot of girls promoting these quotes and they turn up to be absolute weapons. But then again, that's kind of looking at what they say is not what they actually mean. But let's look. Alright. Oh, never mind. While he doesn't reveal what he can offer, Stephen does say his interests are spiritually West End musicals, dancing, and narrow boats. This guy could potentially be just an absolute spoof, mocking the profiles of ladies, and I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the case, if he was actually going off and mocking these profiles. But let's actually discuss what is on his profile. No single mothers. Firm. I believe he's firm in his beliefs there. Yeah. Nothing over 10 stone. Perfectly fine. Women don't want guys who are extremely fat or under a certain height. It exists. Get over it. None of those are genders are that bollocks. I love the Irish phrases sometimes. No DHSS, so Department of Health Service. I think that's what it is. No mental health issues. That's perfectly fine. He does want to be coping with an absolute weapon. And contract phone only, unlimited data. Okay. Requirements depending on looks and weight. No home care. No essential oils. Skinny coffee. So I suppose going to kind of those like hipster kind of things. Now I have a diffuser. Don't get me wrong, but I don't use it a whole pile. No bath bombs on the story. The amount of girls I see on Snapchat in their bath on their stories with the bath bomb, it's like, oh, bath time. Oh, I love a bit of a bubble bath. But why? You're not going to see me posting a shower self in my schlong carriage now, going on shower time while swinging my schlong around. You don't see me doing that. Like, why do I want to know in your Snapchat story you're having a nice relaxing bath? No debt. A house is fine, but 30 something extra vision. No, extra vision used to be a store in Ireland where you can get like videos and games to rent out, and you can buy stuff as well. But I loved it there. I loved extra vision. Oh, it brings you back so much nostalgia. No motivational quotes as well on the profile. I got a high volume of messages. Can't answer them all, but I'll try. Whatever for looking. I can't see what she's saying because her big head's blocking the way. Right. The post went viral, racking up more than 1.1 million views and 308,000 likes. Quickly, the video received hundreds of comments with Steve described as overestimating his market value. Yet a lot of girls can overestimate their market value, but I don't get why this guy is being targeted for it while women do it on the daily. So you can see what I'm getting at here. The double standards are just crap. They just make no sense that people are doing them. It absolutely makes zero sense that women are making fun of men for having standards, and that's what's permeating in society, that men are being ostracized for decisions they make. Men are being ostracized purely for being men. We can't make a decision sometimes without being sound for it. Oh, he only dates girls who look like this. Oh, he must be so shallow. No, he dates girls like that because he likes girls like that. Oh, he doesn't date a girl who has an OnlyFans account. Oh, he doesn't believe in that kind of work. Oh, what a pig. No, he just doesn't want a girl whose body is being seen by millions of people around the world. It's perfectly fair. He has his values and beliefs. Why should he compromise them for women who do the exact opposite? Who will state their standards and not be ostracized? This is not a hate video or anything like that. That's not the case. It's just merely pointing out the double standards. Alright, pick a struggle, Stephen. Hooligan posted. Mimi Bell, men overestimate their current market value. Mimi Bell 007, so do a lot of women. A lot of women who think their nines are actually way below. But it's because of social media and Tinder and that, getting a lot of messages from guys, that's going to overestimate your value of what you really are. So he just wanted to tell us that he's into agender people who live in barns and have no mental health. Very specific there. Maybe his phrasing was a bit off in his description, but look, you have a word count to follow. Carrying on. Gentrificator says, is he only looking for agender people? They always have this long list of demands, but they never mention what they can offer. Can they offer anything? Women do this. Women have a long list of what they want, but they never mention anything they can offer. They don't. They do not. Oh, looking for 6 foot man. Must do this. Must have that. What can you offer? You're stating everything you want, but you never state anything you can offer. What's the deal? What's the deal? You can't play hypocrite. You can't play innocent bystander when you do the exact same thing. Like, cop the hell on. Emma Beach. Things Stephen has to offer. The audacity. Well, boohoo.com, Emma. But his interests are spirituality, dancing, and Love Island. Maybe he's just taking the mick, and maybe he's doing it because he wants to highlight the double standards that are going on Tinder. He said no mental health, so I guess me and my depression, anxiety and ADD will be welcome. But like, if you have the big sadness and everything else, like, talk to someone and get help. But if you're going to let it bathe and not do anything about it, you've got to try and do something. Now, I know, speaking from people I know who had depression, they find it extremely hard, and I'm not beating down them, because I know what it's like to be not extremely having the big sad, but being anxious and having really bad anxiety and everything. Yeah, it's really difficult, but you have to try and do something to help yourself. If you keep letting it fester, it's not going to get any better, and you've got to try and do something to help yourself. Just talk to someone, go to a professional, and get help. Like, you need to help yourself. And yeah, it is a crap thing having that kind of thing, but please talk to someone. No home care, you want to live in a barn. Okay, the audacity, this reads like a job ad. I refuse to believe the high volume. Quickly, the video wrapped up. Okay, people are repeating themselves. He wants a plant. He needs to go to the store and buy cactus. That's it, nothing more. Why is he even on Tinder if everything is annoying for him? But women do the exact same. That's my phrase. Women do the exact same. This is so demanding, I'm exhausted. Who's trying to attract? Bill Gates. Not him with all the requirements in his bio on Love Island in the interest, said another. And this comes from the Daily Mail. So the takeaway from this, cop the hell on. Ladies, just cop on. We don't write news articles about you wanting high standards yet. Men write articles. Men describe their standards on Tinder, and a lot of articles are written about them. Why the double standard? Do you think that's equality? If you're one advocating for equality, do you think that's very fair to be man bashing like that? I don't necessarily think so. Because if you do it, it's stunning and brave. But if a man does it, to hell with him. You want equality, this is a really poor route to go down if you're in that movement. No, I get that women genuinely do want equality for men. I get that, and I believe it, yeah. But the overwhelming majority of ladies who are in this movement only want the benefit for themselves when it suits them. They want the equality when it benefits them. You can't have equality and not expect responsibility and accountability for your actions. You've got to take it. You want the rights? By all means, take them. Have your rights. But you have to have that responsibility that comes with them. It doesn't come free. It comes at a price. And that's what you got to understand. Done.